Yeah, the receiver position is a position group in the passing game that will continue to make strides, needs to make strides. They talked about the chemistry that exists and who do they have chemistry with, and you watch these games, and Jermaine Burton has had negligible impact, if any at all, on the season so far. They took a shot to him versus ULM. It was an overthrown pass by Bryce off of play action. Trayshawn Holden seems to be kind of his go-to guy, the guy he's most comfortable with, especially when things break down. But there's cause for concern. Bryce hung a ball up scrambling versus ULM. It's just a bad decision. You don't see those out of him. And when you've got some unknowns at receiver, there's not many of those foul balls that you can afford, and versus good teams anyway. Does that put more pressure on the guy? It does. But I think he can handle it. And in fact, everyone in that building over there is assured of the fact that he can absolutely handle it. But they just can't afford those type of plays. Not right now, not with the passing game the way it is, where I wouldn't say that it's inept or anything, but it's far less formidable than you otherwise would have thought it could have been. And Coach Saban made an interesting point that they had some guys leave the program that had experience. They weren't their best players, but they were good players, and they were guys that would be out there taking reps. So they have improved from a net talent standpoint, but they've lost experience and maturity at some positions, and receiver would be one of those positions. That is an area of concern. I'll be honest, Cole, I watched the offensive front in both those games, and I thought they fit up pretty good. A lot of people are putting the pressures on the offensive front. They don't realize that, backs and quarterbacks play a role in protection as well. I don't know that it's as concerning up front as it's been made out to be. If I had to put a pin on anything, I would say it's probably the receiving core and the passing game, especially from a downfield standpoint at this stage of the season.